you get money from that. Instead of thinking of alcohol, whoa, jwala.
805, I got us on my way to making checks with double commas, piling up to blow a couple bags with all y'all, and crush your ever wishing I can back where I'm done. Step before I get harm done, hit that lift for my soul.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is King May, and here we do a lot of finance, a lot of food, a lot of DIYs, and a lot of makeup. Everything about everything. We're going to talk about it, as well as motivation. And today specifically I'm doing a video on a topic that you guys requested, and if you want to request a video or would like me to talk about a topic that you don't think is spoken about enough, you can DM me at King May or Twitter or Facebook, or just comment down below. The question that came up was, why are there so many unemployed grad students? Why is there so much unemployment around amongst youth, right? So, as well as, what was the other question? How do we deal with that? How do we deal with knowing that we've qualified and we don't have employment? Unfortunately, as a undergrad, I am an undergrad, I cannot answer that question specifically. I can't give you the exact reason, but I'm going to give you my opinions and my advice, especially on how to deal with it on a financial point of view. What I'm going to give you guys is my opinion, my thoughts. So I did a little bit of research. I just googled. You can do this as well. I searched youth unemployment in South Africa 2020. More than 50% of the youth in South Africa are unemployed. That's a huge number. Why is that? I don't know. Okay, there's the general thing of not enough jobs for everyone. Not everyone qualifies. There's a overproduction of grad students with minimal job opportunities, if you think about it. Oh, by the way guys, if you like my makeup look, there's a video coming out on it. You can go and watch it. I also talk about very interesting topics as well. Okay, as we go along, we know that not everyone is going to get a job. I'm not guaranteed a job when I leave and when I get my degree. So okay, so the first thing that I wrote is remove the employee mindset and think like a boss, an entrepreneur. Become the boss of your own passion. That's literally what I wrote for you guys, meaning that what are you passionate about? What are you studying now? In what direction would you like to take your studies? With knowing what you want to do, go and be the boss. When you leave this university, or when you're out, whatever, go create a job for your field or for your passion. No one is going to come giving you handouts. The reality of this world is we cannot sit down and expect people to come and give us jobs. We have to create jobs for ourselves. Most people do not have entrepreneurial mindsets. They're thinking entrepreneur, they think business, selling clothes or whatnot, right? But being an entrepreneur is creating your own craft and creating opportunities for other people. That's one definition. That is my own definition of it. Just creating on your own, right? Oh, but you have to start somewhere. The thing is, people there are like, everyone that went to university, or most of the people that went to university, can't wait for that office job, that corner office job. And we have to remove that mentality. The reason that someone is sitting home right now is they're saying, I'm qualified, I should be a CEO. That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for someone to say, come, I will give you the position of CEO, while they're sitting at home complaining about other people succeeding. Maybe not everybody, but it happens, right? The problem is that everyone wants to go straight to the top. I've spoken about this in my previous videos, my financial peer pressure video, I think. Yeah, please go check that one out. It's really nice to see how all my videos kind of intertwine and are kind of like levels of understanding. Basically, you can watch one video and understand from it and see where I am and where I come from, right? Sharp. People want to become boss lady right now. You want, like I said, you have to start somewhere. Is there an opening at the security something? You can be a security guard. You can be a maintenance person. You can be any of those things, because it's not about, you have to climb one step at a time, and you are not taking a job. Like I've said in the previous video, you're probably closing a door for yourself that you could be open. So I also wrote, everyone is running to the top. Why not start at the bottom? Everyone is reaching up. And you know, the funny thing is, there is a quote, I forgot who's this motivational speaker that said, the ground is full, aim for the sky. As much as those two statements that I just made are contradictory, they actually work together. If you're aiming for the sky, think about it. If you jump up, you're likely to fall down. If you've never been down, you will not know how to get back up. You'll be frustrated, you'll be depressed, suicidal, who knows? If you start at the bottom, if you experience the struggle and you know what it takes to get up, even when you miss a step and fall down, you know what it takes to be up, and you will go up, right? You will climb, and you will succeed in whatever passions you. And then there's this beautiful quote that gets me up in the morning. As a law student, as a student in general, at any tertiary institutions, I would say we are all going through the most. So the statement that gets me up in the morning is, those who work hard will have it easy, and those who have it easy will have it hard. It basically means, if you're chilled right now and you're satisfied with the amount of education you have, or maybe the amount of work you're willing to put into anything, if you're satisfied with the little that you put and you're just laying back like this, you're like, well, someone will come along, they'll do it for me. If you're not willing to work hard, if you're not willing to wake up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. to get work done and sleep the next day, same time, if you're not willing to work hard now, your life will be hard. Because the thing is, not everyone is willing to work hard. Only a few make it to the top because of their dedication and perseverance, basically, to want to succeed, to want to create something of themselves, right? Okay, I'm just going to move on, but that is what wakes me up in the morning. When the alarm goes off, that is the one thing that helps me to not press snooze. So what you should be saying is, this should be your mindset. Once I get my degree, I am going to start a business. I am going to start a corporation. That's the entrepreneurial mindset, because no one is going to give you that job unless you create it yourself. I saw on the news that there was a 23-year-old who finished her degree and has started her own law firm. And then the other one that I wrote is, the next thing you need to do is open a bank account where you will put money in it every month. Not everyone has access to money just in J, but I believe some people have bursaries. If you're still in university and you're like thinking about, what am I going to do with my life? Some people that are in university have bursaries. They have NSFAS, right? NSFAS, right? You get money from that. Instead of thinking of alcohol, whoa, jwala, that type of thing, take at least 30% or 10% of the money that you receive and put it into an account, and make sure that that account is not accessible unless you can create another account for maybe emergency. That is the bank account that when you're finished with your studies, you will use that money to do something with your life. It will not be enough, but I tell you, sometimes you don't need a lot. If you decide to stand on your 2 feet and say, I will sell one lollipop at a time if I have to. If you don't have the patience, how will you get there? You have to learn to deal with patience. That goes with the saying of, most people are thinking, okay, I need a startup. The startup is 5,000 maybe. I'm gonna go ask for a bank loan. Personally, I would suggest that you work hard on your own first, and then when all else fails, maybe go for a bank loan. The next advice I would give you guys is avoid living a life you cannot afford. Just accept your circumstances and work towards changing them. This is one of the things, these 2 points, whereas living a life you cannot afford, this comes with peer pressure. I actually had a video where I talked about financial peer pressure actually. And lastly, as I conclude, there is this video game that I used to play back in the day that made me fall in love. I think I was already in love with business, but that made me fall in love. It was a game where you start off making lemonade and you end up selling diamonds. That's a huge leap. But you sell 1 cup of lemon juice, you get to buy some more lemons to make more lemon juice, and then sell again. You afford to buy a different thing that you can sell. You sell that thing, you have more money, you are able to sell a greater thing. You can be doing things right now. You don't have to start with a lot. If you're gonna start a business, do not forget to keep books, to be accountable of your inventory, if you're gonna go into that type of selling, buying, if it's not a service, right? So yeah, that is something you could be doing. As I've said, these are my opinions, this is my information to you guys, and those are my thoughts, and that's the motivation. Those are the ideas, those are the things you could be doing. Stop thinking you're on top of everybody else and you deserve an office job. Go get yourself an office job if you want it so bad, by starting somewhere. No one is going to give you anything. You have to go take it yourself in the most nicest way, of course. I'm not saying stealing, robbing, or whatever. No, don't do that. Use that intelligent brain of yours to do something. There is always something you can do. Invest in yourself. I don't know what else needs to be said. That is basically what I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope this information was informative and you leave empowered and willing to use the things that I shared with you guys. Bye guys.